recording.
Okay, on you go.
Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Peter Rogers. I'm here with Fred Redfern. Obviously, we're going to do a presentation of OnPassive and give you some inside information about what OnPassive is about. And all I want to say really is if you've been invited by somebody, like Red has already said, please get back to the person who's invited you to this presentation. What we'll do is at the end of the presentation, we will have some of the leaders come on and give you their story, how they saw the business and what they see in the business. So please stick around and listen to listen to it. It's get great information from it. Any questions, put in the chat box. We'll get around to them in the end, like Red has said. So I won't hold it any longer. I'm going to pass it over to Red, and we will kick it off. Off we go.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Peter, and welcome everybody. So this is a presentation on OnPassive, and we're going to give you a short insight about what it can offer you guys as a founder member of OnPassive. So what are you going to learn here in this webinar? We're going to learn what OnPassive is, the person who's in charge, what the OnPassive products are, why we actually need these products at the moment, the current opportunity online that's available and why we are so different to what's available out there at the moment, what the benefits are of this founder's position and the opportunities that it's going to give you guys here tonight. So what exactly is OnPassive? Well, for a start, it's a very real company. It is a bricks and mortar company. We have now at the moment 4 physical offices. We've got one in Florida there on the right-hand side. And we've now got 3 in India, 1 in Bangalore and 2 in Hyderabad. We have got one very big 5-story, 5 floors office in Hyderabad with around about now 400 plus staff there. We've got about 600 staff in total within all our offices across the world. We're a fully legal registered business in over 212 countries and provinces around the world at the moment. We were first registered in the United States in Florida way back in July of 2018. That was actually subsequently amended towards the back end of 2018 and the beginning of 19 to put Ashmi Farah, who is our CEO, on the docks. And just as a little snippet on side note, the name onpassive.com has been registered for 10 years. So we're a real business and we plan to be here for a long, long time. We are a internet technology business backed by artificial intelligence. We've got bricks and mortar assets, as I've just explained to you. And we are predominantly a online marketing business solution. There's actually a lot more to it now as well, but that is generally what we are. So here's a couple of pictures then of our offices in Hyderabad. The big one on the right-hand side, that's the big 5-story office block that we've got there that house around about 400 staff at the moment. This is going to increase all the way through to about 1,000 by the early part of next year also. So really lots and lots of big things are happening. As you can see by the pictures, it has all the specs that you would expect from a big corporate enterprise. And also the picture on the left hand side is an overview of what Hyderabad is in India. It's also Hyderabad, sort of nickname for Hyderabad is High Tech City, and it is basically the Silicon Valley of India. It's where all the brains go to if you are in the digital world. That is why we wanted to base ourselves there so that we could employ the best of the best to get people under our umbrella of OnPassive. So who exactly is the brain behind OnPassive? His name is Ashmi Farah. He's a family man. He's got a wife and kids. He's been very successful online himself over the last 20 years. He's worked for some big companies in Silicon Valley in the States, and he's also been very, very successful in his own right. But there's a couple of things that were missing whilst he was working for other people, and that was he felt all the time that he was he was only making money for himself. Now, one of the biggest questions we always get when people are looking at OnPassive is, can I make money online with OnPassive? And the answer to that is yes, you can, and you can make as much as you want. One of the sort of buzzwords that we use all the time within OnPassive is unlimited. Your expectations of what you can earn within OnPassive is unlimited, the same as every single product and tool that OnPassive produce is unlimited. What I mean by that is there is no cap on the amount of people that can use this product and service. Everything is unlimited, including your residual income of whatever your desire may be is unlimited. Whatever that figure is, you'll be able to make it online with OnPassive. And the other crucial thing to this as well is, which is almost the second thing that people ask me, is if I invite somebody to OnPassive, will they make money as well? And the answer to that is yes. And actually, with OnPassive, the person who you invite could actually make more money than you do, which is a fantastic scenario. It also means that the person at the top is not necessarily the one who's going to be earning the most money, because the way that OnPassive has been set up, it's been set up so everybody wins, this 97% of people. And this is the whole reason that Ashmi Farid has designed OnPassive, so that we all gain. Like I said, he's been very successful himself, and he's been very good at marketing. He's been very good at recruiting within the businesses that he has, but he couldn't bring people with him. He could show people the business. And as you probably know online, if you've done anything online yourself, you can get people, you can join, but getting people to join as well is really, really hard. He was very good at getting people to join, but they left. Why did they leave? Either the product or the company was bad, or they weren't making money. This is what he wanted to do. He wanted to give everybody a fair shot. Now, he went looking for a company that would facilitate this. He couldn't find one, so he decided about 3 years ago to design and build one himself. Now, prior to this, he knew what he had to do, so he actually went back to get the degrees and the experience of being able to build it himself. So he's got a Master of Information Technology and E-commerce and MIT, and he also attended Harvard to learn how specifically to do online business creation. So before we get into the tools and services of OnPassive, the main thing what OnPassive is going to give you guys is everything is going to be 100% automated. So if you're not a recruiter, if you're not a marketer, if you don't know the business world, this business is fantastic for you. I'll move on to, if you've got your own business at the moment, why it is fantastic for you as well. But right at this moment, OnPassive is for that person who can't recruit, who can't market, who can't sell, okay? Because everything to do with OnPassive is 100% automated, and we guarantee to guarantee traffic to your business, which is going to be OnPassive. There's no recruiting, no converting and leads. They're going to guarantee traffic because we're paying them to do this for us. It is completely self-funding. Okay, you don't have to pay anything. You pay a one-time founders fee, which at the moment is $97, and then you will pay one time out of pocket for your first month's subscription. After that, it is all comes out of commissions from the customers that are going to be using the products. It is all done for you under one roof for one price. It's going to have every imaginable tool for its success. It's easily accessible, all in one place. There's no copycat or recycled tech because OnPassive build everything themselves. Yes, we take the ideas of what is out there online at the moment, but we build it from the ground up, proprietary only for OnPassive. So we haven't copied anything. We built it better, cheaper, and easier to use than what is out there on the market at the moment. And all of this is going to be for the lowest price anywhere on the internet. So let's have a look at some of the, have I gone forward one more? Have I? Sorry. Next one then, Pete, sorry.
Yeah, it's, for some reason, it's frozen.
Sorry about this, guys.
Right, that's the
Okay,
next.
so let's have a look at some of the tools, products, and services that OnPassive is going to offer you guys out here. Now, all of these things that we're showing you here is going to be for one price. There's no individually priced things that you have to pay for individually. Now, if you're a customer, right, you'll be able to buy these products individually. But we are founders, which will be resellers when we launch. So you will get all of these for that one monthly subscription. Okay. And as you can see now, there is over 50 there. All right. And some of these you'll probably be using on a daily basis now already if you have anything to do online or you have a business that you market online. So if you have a business that you advertise online, that you use leads online, that you email online, all of this you pay separately. Okay, with OnPassive, it all comes under one roof and you pay one fee. You don't have to pay individual fees. If you've got a domain name, you use web hosting, or you use funnels, or you use page builders, anything like this, this is all available under one roof for one price with OnPassive. There's lots and lots of things there. I just want to go into a couple of the products that we are going to have online, which are really, really exciting. One of them is one called OConnect, which is, when the time of this slide was done, it was going to be called Connect Me, but it's actually been changed now to OConnect. And this is the multimedia package within OnPassive. Now, part of that multimedia package is going to be video, okay, and webinar hosting, which is what we're doing at the moment. Now, we're using Zoom, okay. Now, Zoom is probably the number one of the webinar services that are out there at the moment. There's about 25 in total, but Zoom is the biggest and the largest. They use around about 200 million users a day use Zoom platform in one way, shape, or form. Okay, there's plenty of people here probably thinking, well, Zoom's free. It might be free to you, but if you go over 50 people and you take more than 45 minutes, you end up having to pay. Now, obviously, this year has been a really, really strange year, and Zoom's profit have absolutely shot up and gone through the roof. I can tell you now that between January and April of this year, the first quarter, Zoom grossed $386 million in 3 months. Now, that is going to be larger for the rest of this year, and they are going to do in excess of $129 billion this year. So it's not all free, because there's many, many people that pay for the service. If you have a Zoom meeting with 10,000 people on it, for instance, you'll be paying well over $2,000 a month just to use that service. Now, with OConnect within OnPassive, you'll pay one fee and it is unlimited. There is no caps. So one fee, whether it's going to be 50 or 10,000 or 20,000, you pay that one fee. The other things that are going to be very different about OConnect compared to Zoom is, at the moment, we're looking at this screen in front of you. We can just see the people on it. We can just see the background that you're looking at now. Now, if you wanted to drag in, we'll say a whiteboard, if you're teaching, which is the education part on the left-hand side here. With Zoom, you can't do it, but with the technology that we have designed specifically only for OnPassive, you'll be able to drag in a whiteboard. It will sit on top of the existing screen. You can work out, you can write on it, you can do all sorts of things on it. Then you can take it away. If you want to bring in a video, you can put that on top of what you're seeing now without losing that main screen. It's fantastic technology. It's easy to use. It's plug and play. So you don't have to be a technophobe you don't have to be technical minded to be able to use it. It is plug and play, and it's super easy to share. So these are just two of the things that are going to come online. The AI education system that we've introduced as well is because how many people now are being educated online? Every day we're hearing of schools closing and students being educated online. This platform is will be specific for people to be educated online. It's super excited because of what we got our hands on at the moment. So let's have a look at what some of our competitors are going to be. Okay, here is a quick screenshot of the competitors that we will be looking over their shoulders at us who are going to be on passive. And there's some pretty big names there. Now, I'm not advocating in any way, shape or form that these guys are going to go out of business because of Zoom, because of OnPassive, but I can tell you one thing. We are going to take a large chunk of their market share away. So why are we going to be taking a large chunk of the market share? Have any of these companies that you use a product or service from, have they ever given you any money for using their products? And the answer to that is no. No, but none of these companies have ever given you a dime for using their products. With OnPassive, OnPassive will pay you to use their tools, products and services. It's absolutely unheard of. So if we are going to give anybody a product that's better, easier to use and cheaper, and we're going to pay you to use these products and services, what do you think is going to happen? Everyone's going to come and use OnPassive because it makes sense. If you're a business, it's going to save you money. We're also going to be able to drive traffic to your business. You're going to get a superior product and we're going to pay you to use it. It's an absolute no-brainer. So all of this involves marketing, okay? What happens with the marketing? We need to be able to get qualified eyes in front of your products and services. So if you have your own business and it is approved by OnPassive, you'll be able to market that with the existing domain name that you have for it through the OnPassive platform. And they are going to do this in various ways because we are paying them to do it. One of the ways, which is going to be revolutionary, is video marketing. They're obviously going to do email campaigns, MMS campaigns. They're going to do TV advertising, and they're going to use newspapers and all the old traditional stuff that goes on now as far as advertising is concerned. But one of the new ones is video marketing. They're going to use videos that are going to be have high quality. Okay, they're going to be intelligent video formats, which means that they are going to be able to target the people specifically with the right videos by using the AI technology and the IP addresses that we will know from the computers, so that you can, for instance, if you're in the States, we will use different videos for the States, or people in China will use different videos for China, etc., etc. All of these is going to be user friendly. They're going to be super easy to share, and they're going to prioritize target audience. And what do I mean by prioritize target audience? This is what I mean is getting qualified eyes in front of your products. And they do that by using the AI technology. We all know how this works without us even knowing how this works. I'll give you an example. If you go to eBay and you are searching for anything on eBay, okay, the moment that you click on any social media, all the way down that right-hand side, you get adverts for the things that you've been searching for. It's like they know what you're thinking. This is AI technology that we'll be using exactly the same. So say, for instance, you've been looking for a t-shirt. They will do adverts down the right-hand side of any social media for a t-shirt. Not only that, it will be companies in your area that are local to you. Now, exactly the same will happen with all the OnPassive products and tools. Anything to do with anything we do personally, okay, we will target these people because we know they are looking for it. So the adverts will go up there for our tools and products. They already know that they are looking for it. They'll click on it. And as soon as they click on it, it might be your link to your business within OnPassive. If they join, they end up becoming a customer that you will earn commissions from. It's as simple as that. All automated, hands-free, and you don't have to do anything. So let's have a little think then about what the benefits are of OnPassive. It's a fun solution for any cause. This means you can use that money for anything that you want. There is no qualifications. There is no targets you have to hit. There is no selling. There's no nothing. If the money's there, you get immediate payment, okay, daily if it is in your account. There is no waiting or anything like that. And you can use it for anything you want. You can split the payments. You can send some to your bank. You can take some out in crypto. You can actually send some to another person who is in OnPassive to their wallet. Everything will be so easy to use. It is all click and point, and it's all done for you. And the best of it all is the top marketing automation is all done for you by OnPassive. They're going to guarantee visitors and signups to your business using breakthrough products for the automation and financial freedom of your own business or OnPassive, plus a lot more. Now, Richard Branson once said, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure how to do it, say yes and then learn how to do it later. There is many founders here now who have done exactly that. They've kind of got the idea of how OnPassive works. They don't want to delay, and for $97 they've jumped in and they've learned later. And once that penny drops and that little light bulb goes on of how important and what they've got their hands on here with OnPassive, they are so glad they did it. Now, I'm not telling everyone here to do exactly the same, but what I am saying is there is only a short window of opportunity to be a founder. As soon as we launch to the world, now, in fact, as soon as a soft launch is finished, which is imminent, okay, there will be no more founders positions for love or money, and certainly not for $97. So if you want to be a founder, the only way to do it is to get in now and don't delay. And this is why we've put this on here, is because sometimes, you know something, it's better to take a chance to get on and get in rather than lose that opportunity. We've all been there. I wish I would have, I wish I should have, I wish I had have. Okay. So for the sake of $97, jump in now and then you can learn how you go. The person who has invited you here tonight, they will help you. If they won't help you, there will be other people who will. So why is our business so unique compared to others? Well, for a start, we provide a platform for those that have their business so that they can become more successful online. Don't forget, we will market for you. We will put qualified eyes in front of your business. And you are paying OnPassive to do this. Not only are you going to gain from the more amount of people that are going to come to your own website, but you're also going to gain by people within OnPassive who are going to give you commissions on the tools, products and services that they are going to use within OnPassive. So it's a double win scenario for anyone who's got a business. They seek to increase their abundance by getting qualified eyes in front of your business. They provide those that have no business or success in the online marketing space a plug and play system that guarantees their success, or to seek help to obtain their abundance. All of this then is backed by artificial intelligence that does it all seamlessly. There is no conflict of people pushing the wrong buttons or anything like this. Every single product within the arsenal of OnPassive has AI technology at its core. They are all interlinked. They all know which each other is doing, so that we can seamlessly market different tools, products and services to our existing client base and a lot more. So why do we actually need OnPassive compared to the old model online and offline to a certain extent? So the current model, we'll have a quick look at that before the model of the OnPassive. The old model at the moment, online and offline, is normally based on competition and conflict, normally pitting one person against the other. Targets have to be hit. Normally there's sales targets, all sorts of stressful things like this. Okay, 97% of things online end up being a scam, normally taking your money with it because they turn into money pits. They normally require selling or recruiting. Tools are normally obtained separately, and there's never any guarantees of any returns. And it pits marketers against each other, and your compensation plan is based on your own efforts. With OnPassive, everything is based on mutual benefit. The more I help you, the more you succeed, and the more I succeed. It's a real business with real products and real tools and real people behind them. We have people in support that are there answering your emails, okay, all the time. This is a proper business, bricks and mortar, backed by real people. It's self-funding. We actually pay you to use these tools, products and services. All the marketing is done for you. You don't have to sell at all because OnPassive do it for you. Marketers don't have to recruit because OnPassive does it all for you, 100% hands-free. Every tool you need for success is included in that one monthly price that you pay only once. And all tools are included in that one monthly low price. And the best of it all is the founder position of $97 comes with a lifetime, no quibble, money back guarantee. So at any time, now or in the future or in a year or whenever it may be, if you're not happy with OnPassive, they will give you your $97 back for your founder's fee. Now, cut ties, say adios, and that's it. Thank you very much. No questions asked. Marketers don't compete only for themselves, depending on what they want to earn and how much effort they want to put it in. And the best of it all is we are going to provide you with a revolutionary breakthrough compensation for your efforts by the company. Now, Ashram Farad said everybody in the near future will have something to use within OnPassive, whether they come for the money or one of the tools or benefits, or even actually just to connect for the communications reasons, they will have something to come to OnPassive for. We all have residual bills, so why not produce a residual income to pay for those residual bills? Whatever your figure is, it is possible with OnPassive. So let's recap then. Our system is effortlessly going to build your team and grow your business. We're going to provide unlimited rotators, fresh websites and destination pages that automatically send traffic to your site, seamlessly reviewing this traffic, converting this traffic, and then these people will join under you, giving you the commissions for your residual income. And all of this is done by the artificial intelligence that is developed by OnPassive. It's a fun solution for any cause. It's going to give you daily unlimited payments. If it is in your wallet, you can take it out. Top marketing automation is going to be done for you, hands-free, guaranteed. All these guaranteeing all these visitors and sign-ups using the breakthrough products for the automation of financial freedom and success. Let's have a look at some of the growth of OnPassive over the last 2.5 years. It started way back in July of 2018, but let's just go forward to the February of 2019 when we had about 10,000 founders. Now let's leapfrog forward a whole year to January of this year, 2020, and we went from 10,000 founders all the way up to 56,000 founders. So a great leap of 46,000 founders in that 1 year. Now let's just go forward a 6-month period from January to June of this year. And we went from 56,000 all the way up to 90,000. So we did what we did in a year, in half a year of this period of time of this year in the 6 months. Now let's go forward just 6 months to August, 3 months, sorry, to August. And we went from 90,000 to 150,000. So we went up 60,000 people just in a 3-month period. Now, this is why it starts to get really, really interesting. We hit September, okay, and we went to 215, and then we went all the way through to 237 and to 240. Then we hit November, we were into 250 and 270. And then we came to the end of November at 303 members. And now to date on the, what date are we on? The 14th, I think, of December, we are on 339,000 people at the moment. We are bringing in, say again?
360, I didn't manage to change. That's
it's 360 today. We are going up at the moment. Thank you very much. 364,000. Zoran's just put that up. Amazing. We are roughly going up between 2,500 to 3,000 founders per day at the moment. Now, we all can't be wrong, can we? We all know what is coming. This is the time for you guys now to get involved whilst you have this window opportunity of this founder's position. We are going to be a unicorn company on the day we launch. Now, for those who don't know what a unicorn company is, a unicorn company is a company that has a turnover of in excess of $1 billion. There are some big names out there who are all unicorn companies: Apple, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Disney. There's lots of big names that are all unicorn companies, but nearly every single one of these companies took years to get to going over $1 billion. I'll give you an example. For instance, Disney took 64 years before it earned its first $1 billion. OnPassive, with what we have now, with the foundership, who will become resellers when we launch, and the customers that are coming in, will be within 1 week of launch a unicorn company. So no one has ever done this before. OnPassive is all about doing it first. Nobody has done it before. The products and tools and services that we have got, nobody has got these before. It is unlimited. It is all done for you, 100% guaranteed. I've never come across a company that is going to offer so much for such a small outlay of money. So what exactly is the benefit of being a founder with OnPassive? Well, for a start, you're going to have access to the exclusive founders website, which is called GoFounders. Within the GoFounders website, you will have all the normal things you expect from a website, plus you're going to have 160 odd now bespoke links that you can use to share OnPassive with. They've all got your name on it, it's got your link on it, and anybody that clicks on that link and joins then become part of your team, and in process will become part of your team when we launch, which means you'll be earning commissions from them. You're also going to have early access to use these tools, products and services before they get launched to the world. You're going to be a member of the inner circle, which means that you can beta test, brainstorm and give feedback for the tools that we are going to use before they go public. If you've got an idea of a new tool, Ash Mufarah and his team and myself, who's part of the Leadership Council, we always invite people to give feedback for any ideas that you feel would be advantageous to OnPassive as a company. As a founder, you can do that. These are some of the perks that you will get as a founder. And the best of it all is that you are positioned within the company payment system on your timestamp as a founder. As a reseller and a customer, this will not be allowed, but with a foundership, you will do, plus a lot more. Now, some people say, how do I explain what OnPassive is to my friends and family and all the rest of it? The simplified version is Catmo. It is a complete digital solution, all under one roof. It is automated using artificial intelligence. We can provide targeted traffic to your business that is going to give you that residual income money. This is what OnPassive is. OnPassive is Catmo. So let's recap then. OnPassive is going to give you automated advertising, marketing, leads, sign up, recruiting, team building for any business opportunity, as long as it is approved by OnPassive. Or in our case, myself and Peter, we've got our own businesses individually, but we are going to use OnPassive as our business. We don't need to do anything else because we know what OnPassive is going to give us as a business as itself. So we are going to be marketing OnPassive, and all of this is done automatically on autopilot for us if we choose to do it. We obviously do share it with people because we're very passionate about it. We understand how it's going to benefit us. But if you are not a marketer, if you are not a recruiter, it doesn't matter. You don't have to do it because we are paying OnPassive to do it. So everything is automated under one roof for that one price. And the best of it all is, it is 100% risk-free, money-back guarantee if you are not happy with it at all. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for hanging around to listen to me. I hope it's been entertaining for you. I hope you've gleaned a bit of information about what OnPassive is. I'd now like to hand it back to Peter, and he will take it from here. Thanks very much, Pete.
Thanks, Red. That was a great presentation. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to invite some of the leaders on to obviously speak. Please hang around. If you've got any questions, obviously when Red pops back, we'll answer the questions for you. And so what I want to do now is I'm going to invite Andy Burks on so he can explain how he got involved and why he's involved. And so I'm going to pass it over to Andy. Andy?
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Red. That was very good. Cheers, Peter. Why did I get involved in OnPassive, and why am I so passionate about it? Well, I've been a financial advisor for over 30 years. I wanted to boost my lead generation system for acquiring leads. So I looked at trying to do some of my own marketing. Thought, right, okay, I'll put together a sales funnel, the autoresponders, and the various advertising. Unfortunately, I got a little bit confused about it. Bought some books, read those, got even more confused. Went to a company to see if they would put all of this information together for us, and they wanted an exorbitant amount, which I thought, I'm not interested in that. But while I was doing this research to try and work this all out, I came across OnPassive, and as Red has quite rightly said, everything is automated. And using the artificial intelligence system, everything is simplified for us. So they will help me build a website. They will register my domain name. They will give me a sales funnel. They'll do email marketing, etc., etc. And I thought, oh, this is I like this idea. Okay, what's it going to cost me? $97. All right. Well, we can't go anywhere at the moment with what's going on with the pandemic. 97 is a night out. So paid my $97 and left it for about 3 or 4 months. Probably the biggest mistake I ever made. I started to get more involved with listening to some of the webinars that were going on, some of the posts on Facebook, etc. I got more and more involved, and then kind of the little light bulb went on. I thought, oh, damn, why didn't I do this 4 months ago? Ash, or a few of the webinars that Ash has done for us, there were a few points that he's made that really hit home to me, not only about being able to build your own business, but also where the company's going and what he's intended to try and achieve. So they did an experiment, and that experiment really was to see how long it would take to get 1 million opt-ins, where people say, yes, I'm interested in your information. And without using the artificial intelligence, it took 4 days, which is quite incredible. But one thing that Ash explained to us was that the company intend to do cycles. So each cycle, his intention is that OnPassive adds 3 customers for every founder. So if we do the maths, 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, 729. Okay, so that's 6 cycles. If each cycle took 6 months, that's 3 years. After 3 years, you've probably got an income of a couple of thousand a month, which isn't to be sniffed at by any stretch of the imagination. But is it enough to retire on? For some people, it's more than enough. For others, may not be. But I thought, well, how can I cut the time frame down? Okay, let's do it again. If I talk to 40 friends and they come on board, and then Ash does his cycles, it goes 120, 360, 1,080. If we're talking about 6 months again, that's 18 months now, but the income is higher. Wow, this is a no-brainer. So I kind of went all in at that point and really got quite excited about it, and have been trying to build a team ever since. My connections aren't that many, but at the end of the day, there's people coming on board. So this is, for me, Probably the most exciting project I've ever come across, and that's why I'm really getting passionate about where this is going and what it's likely to lead to. We have the opportunity or potential client base of 4.57 billion internet users, and there are 360,000 of us at the moment. Wow. Anyway, thanks guys, hope that helps.
Andy, fantastic, mate. And I'd just like to say as well that Andy Burks is also a member of the UK and Ireland leadership team. Again, if you've got any questions, please reach out to Andy. Each of us have individually been brought on as the leadership team within the UK and Ireland because we are specific in our own fields. So reach out to the person that you would connect with, who's part of your field, and we will obviously help you. But Andy, fantastic presenter, fantastic story as always, mate. And
Thanks,
do you know
Red.
something? that light bulb moment, so many people say the same story. That they join OnPassive because they think it's a great idea. That they like what they see and they like what they hear. And then all of a sudden, it's almost like you wake up one morning or you're in bed and something goes click, and you're like, wow. And once you get that light bulb moment, it just puts a whole new perspective on exactly what you got your hands on. Okay,
Absolutely. So
before we invite somebody else, I'd just like to go back to the chat and go through a couple of questions. I think his name is Alakunda. He said, it sounds great, but I need to understand how they handle massive volumes of clients. This is very important. And also went on to how we're going to avoid bottlenecks when millions of people are going to be coming in. That's a very good question. Well, for a start, we are hosting OnPassive on the cloud. So it is a liquid, it's a liquid hosting, which means that we're not using servers. It's all going to be in the cloud, so that any volumes will be automatically increased or decreased as when needed, using the artificial intelligence we have. Now, as far as conversions of people into customers, everybody who clicks on any link automatically gets a 7-day free trial to use all the products and services within the OnPassive umbrella. So the likelihood is that they're not going to join up straight away on day one. But let's say, for instance, we are getting 1 million users a day signing up. This will all be automated. It is hands-free, okay? And you don't have to have people signing people up. It is all automated. And because it's all going to be hosted in the cloud, we don't foresee that it will cause a bottleneck at any time. But I have to say, if it comes to the point where we're having 1 million people a day, I hope there is a bottleneck, to be honest, because that's 1 million people coming into OnPassive every single day. So I would absolutely love that, and we can sort it out. But Ashmi Farah has always been ahead of the game. Absolutely everything that he has said. Back to you then, Pete. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Red. As I said, we've got a few leaders on. We've got a big leader. He's from the States. I want to invite Marty DeGarmo. Marty's a good friend of ours and been a big part of OnPassive, and I'd like to invite him, and he'll explain it a bit more in a bit more detail. Can you unmute yourself, Marty?
Yeah, I can do that. I hope you don't hear any noise in the background. My kids are here, my grandchildren. Yeah, I know Peter and Red for years now, 4 or 5 years, maybe more. A little about myself. Again, my name is Marty DeGarmo. I've been in since going on 2 years. I was in business actually with Red and Peter and something else. And it was another, how much money can you spend, not how much can you make? And that got old really quick. So I wanted to look for something. The main thing was, I've been online since 2004. About 10 years, I gave away money about as fast as I could because everything I joined said you could be a millionaire and we'll show you how to do it. You got to get the right mindset, do the right thing, and we'll take care of you. And the reality was that wasn't true. In fact, the guy that was sharing it with us could not duplicate what he's doing and give it to us. So I thought, oh, I got to learn it myself. So I learned how to market. It took a long time. I got the skills market on Facebook, YouTube. I had 500,000 Twitter followers, all that stuff. Well, then I wound up on the other end of the spectrum. If you have any feelings or heart, and you're bringing all these people in, whatever business it is, and you can't bring them with you. And that really, really bugged me because I could not share or duplicate what I'm doing. And then I hear all these gurus saying, I'll show you how to do it. And it's just not true. If they showed you how they do it, they would. They cannot. It's the same handful of gurus every year. And listen, they don't have a residual income either. They just got a bigger back-end loader and they can dig better than you can. If they stop digging, their business is done. So they don't even have a residual income. They got to recruit. They just got masters at recruiting faster than people quit. And all of us here know why people quit. It's not because you don't have the right mindset, it's because you're not making any money. I'm trying to speed this up. So I was looking about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, for a company that give an even pitch to everyone. Victor, Andy, Peter, Red, Merv, Chris, everybody here, everybody. An even pitch, no fastball, no curveball, just a slow pitch that we can all hit. And actually, I was thinking, does that company even exist? I doubt it. I'm not sure. Who in the right mind would make a company like that? So companies are satisfied that 98% don't make money because the 3% are driving the workforce. Well, I ran into Peter because I trusted Peter and Red. I mean, it's that simple. I wasn't looking for any certain person. I'm looking for somebody I trust. And just so happened, Peter found the golden goose that lays the golden egg before I did. And I said, what are you doing? And he said, well, you got to see this. And I don't know if he gave me a video or something, but of course I looked at it. I'm looking at it really easy. Can I make money? Can the people I bring in make money? Are the products in high demand? Yes, 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 I'm in. You can ask Peter. I think I joined that day within an hour. I ran back to Mike and Dan and said, look what we're doing. And they said, what's it about? Not 100% sure, but we'll find out. Then we did a webinar with Red and Peter and what's his name? You guys, Derek Venter. Listen to what's going on. And I said, holy cow, if this is half as good as they say it is, we're going to finally be able to build a business and everybody can go. Everybody goes to the promised land, not just 3 guys with this big check across stage. I hate that. Plus, it's not real. And I looked at it. We jumped in. I got together, Mike and Dan. I said, look, let's build a team. Let's name it Unpassive Nation. Let's build relationships. Let's try to share this because this is a big deal. I said to myself, look, we got to meet the owner. He's not going to answer our phone call. He doesn't know who we are. So let's make a big splash. So we started building as fast as we could. Asmafar called me at home. He said, is this Marty DeGramo? I said, I hope so. He said, what are you guys doing? How are you doing it? And he knew that we were linked to Peter and Red. And I said, well, we're just sharing as fast as we can with people and giving them the basics. From then on, it was fantastic and got to know him and found out he is exactly who he says he is. Is he crazy? Yes, but he's crazy good. And his whole outlook for him is how many people can I help in this world? Flat out. He went to bankers and they were sitting around the table and the banker said, Mr. Mufara, I have a question. And I got to know this answer. Yeah, go ahead. You know, us looking at what you're building, you could be the richest man in the world. In fact, you might be. Why are you giving away so much to the founders? And he said, why not? And I went, holy cow, you know, I mean, that's a big deal. Now what's going on is you'll hear rumors that people are checking out the company. They can't change anything. And on what's going on is, as in any company, when you start dealing with millions of dollars, you go through an audit of some kind. This audit is totally different. This audit is, they're looking in the window of OnPassive and Ash said, no, you don't have to look in the window. He's opened the door and letting them in, giving them a flashlight and a magnifying glass. Find what you want. Here's my old phone. Here's all this stuff. So he's going up and above what he has to make this company transparent. So we're in good hands. And if you're not in, you should be in. And I'm sorry I talked so much, but I'm pretty passionate about it. So I'll give it back to you guys.
Thanks very much, Marty.
Thanks, Marty. That's brilliant. And you know, obviously the team that you've built, obviously the people you're sharing it with, and we can see that obviously being part of you and part of your team. You know, you've grown a fantastic, and you're helping so many people, which is phenomenal. And I've got to thank you for that. And anyway, I want to pass it over to Neil Parkinson. Would you like to say a few words this week?
Thanks, Peter. Thanks very much. Yeah, good. It's interesting listening to the different people there, because I think we've all got similar stories. We've been on a similar journey, and it's sort of all roads lead to OnPassive. I mean, my background is totally different. I mean, Andy was saying earlier that he's from a financial services background. My background is construction and engineering, probably a little bit similar to Mike in the States, Mike Ellis. Did that for the first 20 years. And I think the last 20 years, I've had to diversify, because a lot of my experience in the early days was in the mining industry. So with what happened to the industry over here in the UK, I had to do a massive factory reset on what I wanted to do and what I was going to do going forward. So like a lot of other people, we looked at lots of different things in the internet marketing space, network marketing space. One of the things that obviously has become apparent to most of us, it is very, very difficult to duplicate what you're doing. It's not just about people, because people do have different skill sets. Some people are better than others at different things, whether it's in personal life, business, sport. That's just the way it is. And one of the things I think is very, very different with this business is there's a massive leveling of that skill set, a leveling of the playing field. And whether you're 18, 38 or 88, you can come in and have an automated system here that you're paying the company to do the work for you, and you can sit and do it. And I was listening to Marty's live earlier on, and Marty was saying we just totally underestimate the volume of the traffic that's going to be directed to our websites, our founder accounts, and we probably even won't know who these customers are. We may not even have the details. So there's no contact, there's no customer service, there's no complaints department that we have to set up. Everything is automated. And I think that may be lost a little bit on the new people that are looking at this business. And it does take a little bit of a while before you actually get into things. I mean, I'm in this business with my wife, Sharon. We joined over 2 years ago. So we've seen lots of videos, lots of different webinars. What we're seeing now is totally different to what was on offer 2 years ago. We didn't have a PowerPoint presentation. We may have had 10% of the information that's on show now. I mean, it's phenomenal. You look at the figures tonight, you've got 360,000 founders, 364,000 founders. More than half of those founders have come on in the last 4 months. Let that sink in. The interest and the momentum in this business is unbelievable globally, not just in the UK, the US, everywhere. The word's getting round, and there is I believe there's a genuine air of anticipation and excitement about this business that you don't get with other businesses. And the big thing that I hope doesn't happen is people that are looking at this, they don't let what's happened to them in the past cloud their judgment as to how they should look at this business. Yes, learn from mistakes, learn from past experience, but that's about it. I believe that your past really should be more of a, let's say, a point of reference rather than a place of residence. So what I say to people that are looking at this from the first time, for the first time, as we always do, ask as many questions as you want. You probably have questions after this meeting. It's always the case that you forget things. And take another look at it. Get all your questions up, but ask the right people. Get opinions off the right people. Don't ask an optician how to do a triple heart bypass operation, because you won't get the right answer. And that's about it for me, Peter. Thanks very much. I'll hand it back to you.
Neil, that was fantastic.
Fantastic, mate.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Well,
I'm sorry, Red. I'm also from near Manchester.
Well, listen, all I know about it, right, I'm stuck here on our narrowboat up near Preston at the moment, and I've been back in the UK now. I think today is 2 days shy of a month, and I reckon I've had 1 day when it hasn't rained. All it's done is bloody rain, mate. How can you cope?
It's been beautiful here today.
Mm-hmm.
You want to come
We've had
down?
all your bloody rain here today, mate. I tell you.
You want to come down here to see bad weather? Jesus.
I want to get back down to bloody Spain as soon as I can, man.
Okay, let's move on again. Azar Khan, can you unmute yourself and obviously tell us your story and why you were involved?
Yeah. Hi, Peter. Thanks.
Hi,
Yeah. Basically, I've been involved since 2018, December 2018. So it's like 2 years plus now. And basically, I heard online. Obviously, I've heard through some Facebook friends that were promoting it. And at the time, it wasn't, really not here or there. I thought it's just another launch. We've seen them before. They're here. We'll see what we make. So just a punt in 85 quid here in the UK, wasn't it? So it's just a punt, and we'll see what happens. And then as time went by, we saw, Ash, and then eventually Ash coming on the webinars and, giving us more in depth of what he's doing and, where the company's growing and how big it's grown. It's just mind blowing up, especially, like I said before, the last 6 months. It's just, it's gone up, big time. So, I mean, people are joining literally every half a minute, 30 seconds. So it's just, growing outstanding. So basically, I just didn't think twice. I just thought, if it's hands-free, everyone wants their time back. People have got enough going on in their lives, especially with this pandemic. We're in the best business ever, especially when it comes to technology, and everyone's remote learning, everything. We've got everything that everybody needs, basically. So it's total cat more.
Good man.
Cheers.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Azza. I'd just like to say as well that Azza Khan is a member of the UK and Ireland Leadership Council as well. Do you know something, guys? Fantastic that all you guys are on here tonight as well. It's lovely to see you all on here. We are going to be making a fantastic leadership team for the rest of the founders who are in the UK. So if you are an existing founder and on this call in the UK and you're not part of our groups, please get in contact with one of the leadership members and they will point you in the right direction. Thanks, Pete.
Okay, thanks, Red. We'll have one more on, and then we'll answer some questions from anybody that wants to obviously speak up. So I'm going to invite Victor on. Victor is a big builder as well. He's from the UK. And Victor, I'll pass it over to you if you can open up and tell everybody your story. It's an exciting story to listen to, and I'll pass it over.
Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Peter Roger, for giving me this privilege. Thank you, Red Frame. Thank you, all the leaders. And I want to, first of all, thank Ash Mufara, the CEO, for what he's doing and the way he's changing the whole world. Yeah, for those of you who don't know me, I've been a rail safety officer for 13 years. I was living from hand to mouth, from paycheck to paycheck, with nothing good to write home about. But I got to a stage in my life, and I said, I need to do something. Because insanity is doing the same thing over and over and again, and expecting a different result. So I followed my passion. What is my passion? Helping people, encouraging, motivating, inspiring people. That has been my passion right from when I was just 12 years old. So I followed my passion and I started speaking. Along the line, I joined an affiliate program. That was 2013. I was able to, bring a lot of people to that program. That program lasted for almost 4 years, in which so many people that followed me made a lot of money. Some built houses, some bought cars, some made, a life-changing income. But unfortunately, towards the end of the 4th year, the company, brought an excuse and just went down the drain. Few people that joined at later stage lost their hard income. And at that point, I was very, very devastated. And I made it a point that I have to be very careful and I won't be introducing, people to programs like that anymore. Because people that followed me, they loved me, they believed in me, they trusted me, they believe what I said on the stage. They don't even know the company. So when it happened, that was why I made my mind that I won't be promoting such company. But about just 3.5 months ago, I was going through one of my motivational messages. It is very interesting that you will hear from me that nobody invited me to Onpassive. Nobody introduced me to Onpassive. I was lucky to find a webinar like this, a recorded one, because I know what I want from a company. And by the time I got it, I said, I will go for this. What are the reasons? What will make me join a company, not to talk of promoting it to other people, those that loved me, my loved ones? I have 4 points. Number 1, what products do this company have? Do they have products? These products satisfy that. I ticked it. It ticked that box. Another thing was that with this company, help people make money. Will everybody make money from this company? Regardless of your level, whether you're a guru or you don't know anything about internet at all, this company satisfies it. 97% of people that failed online will make money from this company. It ticked my boss. Another thing, who is behind the Onpassive? I, listened to the CEO, Ash Mufara, and I was blown away with the way he speaks. We have so many geniuses on the planet today. We have Bill Gates of Microsoft. We have Larry Page of Google. We have, many of them like that. Jeff Bezos, who make billions on a weekly basis. But Ash Mufara has come. It's a godsend that wants to change the lives of so many people on it. Want to share the wealth with every GoFounders. And when I listened to him, I said, wow, because already I've joined already. When I watched the webinar, I joined already. Because Richard Branson said, if you see an opportunity or someone offers you a great opportunity, join first and learn how to do it later. That was what I did. The very first day I listened to this webinar, I joined immediately without any convincing, without any coercion, without anybody. It was later I called my sponsor, Peter Roger, that I have joined. He didn't even know. So those were the reasons why I joined Onpassive. Onpassive has products, 50 products under one umbrella. They will market for you. They will drive traffic to your business. They will bring sales for you. They will do follow-up for you. They will do everything for you. This is the first company ever that I ever come across that is doing this, doing everything totally 100% hands-free. And I said, I will go for this. I will start, bringing my loved ones, to help them, those that love me, those that, that have been following me right from the start. I started telling them, because we have a lot of people on the planet now that don't even have good water to drink. They don't have house to live. They don't have clothes to wear. We can change their life. We can use this vehicle to change so many lives. Those are the reasons why I joined this company. Thank you. for giving me this opportunity. For those of you that are listening to me, this is a risk-free opportunity. That is, if you are not happy with this company, you can request your money back and you get it back. So it's no brainer. So it is a done deal for every one of us. And I want to encourage you, take this chance. Don't miss it. Thank you so much, Ashmin Farah, once again. Thank you, Peter Roger. Thank you, Red Frame, and all our leaders, and all my team members. We have built over 1,200 within the space of, just 3.5 months. It's just, the work of God. I thank you all for giving me this opportunity. God bless you.
Thanks, Victor. That was great. Thank you for telling us your story. You there, Ed, or you?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Got any questions on your side, or?
No, I haven't got any questions at all. I've just checked the chat. We've got no questions. That there was a problem with a lady apparently who couldn't get in, Marilu from the Philippines. But we're finishing now June anyway, so the recording will be available anyway now. So I'm sorry if she couldn't get in or was excluded. I don't know what happened there, and it certainly wasn't intentional if it did happen. I haven't got anything else, Peter, have you?
I haven't got any. I mean, we can open it up. If anybody wants to open up, and obviously just unmute yourself. If you've got any questions, just ask away, and we've got enough leaders here that can obviously help and answer the question. Got to be somebody here that's got a question.
If I work as a supervisor at a school, how can I use OnPassive?
I'll answer it again for you. I'll answer it again for you, Vi.
Yeah, for
obviously,
people.
Yeah, okay. Vi, for the other people here, she's a supervisor in a school. I think it's in London where she's at, and obviously, whatever network you are in yourself, and whatever business you are in yourself, everybody has a network of employees around them. Now, the way to introduce people to OnPassive is basically use your own experiences of what you have found within OnPassive. But the other thing to do is to research what the products are within OnPassive. Now, every single service that's out there at the moment will have a reason to use OnPassive in one way, shape or form. So you just need to plug into what reason you feel that your co-employees would want to join OnPassive. Now, obviously, the main reason is people want to make a residual income. But there's also a lot more to it than that. For instance, a lot of businesses, and don't forget, we estimate that over 70% of people who use OnPassive will be customers, and they won't have any interest whatsoever of making a residual income from OnPassive. They just want to use the tools, products and services because they're far superior to what they are using already, plus they are cheaper. Now, this is obviously an avenue you can go down as far as, for instance, if a school, you know the principal very well, there could be a very viable reason for a principal to use the products within OnPassive because they're far superior. It's probably going to save him money. So that's a winner-winner from their point of view. But for co-workers in your industry or whatever industry you're in, if there is a product that we have, then this is what you want to be pitching to them as a reason to join OnPassive. Now, in Vi's case, we've got an AI education system that is specific for online education. It's called Academy. This will have all sorts of courses, tuitions, and any teacher anywhere in the world can use this platform to teach people online. Now, if you are a teacher at the moment, you probably do extracurriculum services to many students, one-on-one basis, and you'll be able to do this all remotely through the online platform. Now, for instance, if there's a child who wants to take up a teacher up on the online service, then the mother or father will have to open an account on the Academy. They instantly get a 7-day free trial to use all the products, tools and services of OnPassive. We don't know what business they're into, but they might look at one and think, oh, that's a really good idea. And they might sign up for OnPassive. So not only is the teacher getting an income from the child using OnPassive to be taught, but then if the parents sign up for a product, then that teacher is going to get another income from the parents who are going to do it there.
I know they work for security money. We are security money, no deal. The end they give you, they pay you. You understand? Now I know the day that they always be me. I was on.
Sorry, I was talking about Vi. Mangia, so say that all again, please. Sorry. Not quite sure what went on then. Anyway, that threw me a bit. So there's always a lot of opportunities to introduce people about OnPassive. You just have to look at what your own circumstances are, where you work, have a look at the products, tools and services of OnPassive and see how your co-workers would want to be using OnPassive. There's over 50. And one of those would tick the box of why a co-worker would want to use OnPassive. I hope that helps.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Vi.
Okay, is there anybody else who'd like to open up and speak? You know, any of the leaders? We'll have a couple more on and then we'll finish up. Does anybody want to speak? Probably somebody.
I don't know whether you can hear me, Pete. Can you hear me, Paul Angus? Can you hear?
Loud and clear, Paul, for change.
Very clear,
amazing.
Paul.
I am not going to move an inch off my sofa. Right. Yeah, it was just a quickie. I was talking to someone the other day, and when you always speak about building a business, you automatically say, well, I just want to leave my kids something. But I actually don't. Well, I do. You know, they're going to be left a fortune as well as have their own business center. But I want to leave a legacy for my children's children, because Grace is 27. She's all loved up now, and she's looking to get engaged next year and moving with a boyfriend. So that's not going to take long. And my oldest daughter, Emily, gets married in Dublin this year in June, and she's already talking about having babies. So I'd like to leave some kind of trust fund for them. You know, my daughter's expecting me to pull rabbits out the hat for them. With OnPassive and make sure they're taken care of. But I thought, well, what about their kids? Wouldn't that be nice? And the other thing I want to do is to try and locate people that like to get out of the rat race. People that just sort of want to say, well, I want to be on a narrowboat for 6-7 weeks, just like Redfern, but not have to go to work. I mean, today I went to work Monday. It was a horrible atmosphere in work, and there was just a bad vibe there. Nobody wanted to be there. You know, we couldn't wait to go. But what if OnPassive gave you the same income or a little bit more than you're earning now? Let's say you're making 26,000 now, 32,000, 36,000. Imagine if you got your 45 hours a week back and you didn't have to go to work anymore, but you made the same money because you're a member or founder of OnPassive. So look at the people that love motorhomes. They want to go off for 2 weeks. They don't really want to go for 2 weeks. They want to go for 8 weeks. In America, I watch lots of YouTube videos. People actually live in their RVs. They've given up their homes because of the stress and finances involved. And they're living in RVs, and they're even living in converted vans. But they've got to find a way to get an income. So at the moment, like Violet was saying, well, how do I get people at work interested in OnPassive? One of the easiest things to get people interested in is how to make money, because all this job loss is not over yet. There's a lot more to come. And a lot of people are going to say, well, this is what I do for a living, but there are no jobs in that sector. What else can I do to make money? So OnPassive has come along for them just at the right time. It couldn't be better, you know. And with what Ash is doing at the moment for everyone, and then we looked at a different sector of the home-based business market, other network marketing companies that we used to be involved in. Well, they need to get communications, so they're not able to speak to their team. So We want everyone to be successful because they're going to want to come to OnPassive to buy all our products and services, and it just couldn't get better. But I'm real chuffed that I've got some smashing people on board in my team. Just got two old friends in recently. One's in Spain and one's online now. Fiona Gass up in Scotland. We've been friends and worked together for years, so it's great to see Fiona on board. But there's people doing this for different reasons. But I just want to, between now and the time we launch, get a few more on board that are going to be founders before that closes, just so people can have a secure future, because that's the most important thing. You know, when people start losing money, things are going to start changing. Their cars are going to start being repossessed, given up, sold. And we noticed yesterday, we went and had a drink and a small bit to eat in a local pub was finally open in Oundle. And we just walked around. We couldn't believe how many houses are up for sale. And the reason they're up for sale is because they're downsizing. They're not upgrading, they're downsizing. So who's looking for extra money? Everybody. That's my bit. Thanks very much, guys. I hope you got all that.
Yeah, that was great, Paul. Thank you.
Best
Thank
one,
you.
yeah, best internet connection ever.
Right. Well, it should get better still soon. We hope.
Hey, Paul, mark that spot on your couch. Don't move. It's perfect.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't even get on my laptop with Zoom tonight for some reason. It wouldn't connect. So I'm actually on my mobile phone with it. You know, thinking technology, beam me up, Scotty. You know, can't wait to get our technology. It's going to be much better. But thanks, guys.
Thanks, Paul. Great.
Thanks, Paul.
Okay. Anybody else? Last shout for anyone? Any questions?
Anyone got anything that's niggling them?
Patrick?
Want a quick answer to it? Anybody?
Patrick from Ireland. Say hello.
I was just thinking there, like anybody with there's a lot of businesses around here have, they're struggling. I know a lot of young girls that have my daughter's age that have shops selling clothes, and I said to you, what way are you online? This is before I joined OnPassive, and they said they're struggling online because they haven't the tech, the know-how, you know what I mean? And you need to know about website building and everything else. So that's a good idea for somebody like that to get on here and the OnPassive and drive that traffic to their site. And it's targeted traffic. That's the thing. That's the beauty of this company. It's targeted traffic. You can't go wrong with targeted traffic. You know what I mean? Like she's saying she gets a lot of, she doesn't get a lot of traffic, but the traffic that she gets is just people browsing for clothes in general. They're not, she sells dresses and they're expensive dresses too. And it doesn't really, I told her she needs to down the range size somehow, because I live on the side of a mountain basically in a small town, you know what I mean? The nearest big town to me is Belfast, is 40 miles away, you know, so she needs to try and grab a certain market type that she's after, and she's aiming too high around here. But I suppose both OnPassive, she can have she can have both, because she can get the traffic through the OnPassive for the more expensive dresses and things like that, you know. So it just means so much to, it's not just for the likes of us that's online all the time. I think it's a great opportunity for people with their own business, any type of business that can sell a product that is product driven, you know. So I think it would be a great idea for people like that there to jump on board, you know.
Absolutely. I mean, as Red has said in the presentation, you know, this obviously you can put your own personal business through OnPassive and get driven traffic to your business. Obviously, the business has got to be okayed by OnPassive, but I mean, there's obviously potential for anybody. It's in a small business, it's online, can get driven traffic through OnPassive to their business. You know, they win both ways. If they become a customer, have the products as well, you know, they get paid through their own personal business, and they obviously get an income from OnPassive as well. So it is, you know, win-win chicken dinner, as they say.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That's it.
Yeah. Hi, Peter. We've got Chris on. You might want to say something. Chris.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Chris. Would you like to unmute yourself, Chris? Is he there?
I can see him. I can't hear him. There you go. Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Hello, Chris.
Yeah, I'd just like to introduce Chris, actually. Chris is one of the big leaders, actually, the top leader, the leaders board in the ONPASSIVE. He's personally sponsored a lot of people and building a big business. And I'd like to welcome Chris. Chris, welcome. And if you'd like to tell a bit about your story and how you're getting on and
Good evening, everyone from Nigeria. My name is Olagoke Olatunji. I want to thank everyone of us in the house, especially my sponsor, Mr. Victor Ogunmolade in UK. Thank you for your assistance for me to get in on time. And I want to appreciate the CEO, Mr. House himself. I know that this is a new opportunity for people who have lost hope. They can join the train. Hope they will thank God at the end of the tunnel. Thank you for having me here tonight. God bless you all.
Yeah. Okay. You there, Red?
Yeah.
All right,
Was
I'll
that
pass
Chris
it
or
over.
was that Chris or not Chris?
I don't think it was Chris.
No, Chris is still on. Chris is still on.
Yeah,
He's waiting.
that's right. I'm looking at Chris now with his shades
Yeah.
on, looking really cool. He's not said anything yet. What's the matter with you?
Come on, speak up.
Come on, Chris, unmute yourself and say something. No, can't hear you, mate. Don't know what's the matter with your microphone. No, still not.
Oh, I think he's got problem with his connection, I think.
No, I think it's your microphone connector, mate.
Hello?
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me the privilege. Thank you, Red, for the good and hard work you've been doing. Peter Roger, Chitigamo, and everyone on board, Victor as well. Yeah, what can I say? And a big thanks to Ashmofera, because this is a great opportunity for everyone, and this is something that's never been done before, you know, in the history of internet marketing, you know. So I would want to say one of the motivation for me basically is you know, like they say, anointing flows from the head. I'm going into the Bible now, and this is what Ash is a legacy is left for us, you know, to reach out to people, and definitely, and that's what we have to preach as well, reaching out to people, you know, turning lives around and all that, you know, for people to have a better life. And I think that's one of the things that's motivated me, you know, to keep moving, you know, and try and bring anybody as much as I can, you know. And it's so funny that you find out that there's so many people that, you know, that want to get involved, and some people are just so laid back because they don't know you know, they don't have that technical know-how, they don't know how this thing is working and all that. They will tell you, yes, okay, yeah, they will get involved, but you see that they won't do anything. And over time, you know, I've realized that to push people, you need to push people. You know, you need to like be on the tail and go after them. Basically what I do for some people is, and I just tell them, you know what, you need to bring in if I know you, I tell you, you need to bring in all your family. You need to bring in your cousins, your aunts, your everybody. You need to bring them in. And what I do is, okay, you know what? Just give me, I'll register them. That's what I do. I register them. I tell you, okay, yeah. Now, just go ahead. That all you need to do is just look for, the money to subscribe. And I have seen that with that, it was easy for some people to get on board because once they know they registered, they're kind of committed.
Yeah.
And I went on like that, and our numbers was just skyrocketing. Like I said, if we had known about this since 2018, I said no, we'll come on, we'll be on like 10,000, 15,000. But it's all good.
You've got a fantastic opportunity right at the moment. You're top of the leaderboard, mate, and you are on target to be the first person to do 1,000 personals. Now, that's a massive prestige. That's a massive prestige position to be in. Just keep building, keep on building, mate, like you are. I mean, obviously,
that's what we're doing.
You're doing a fantastic job. We'll obviously help you to build a bigger team, and give you our experience of how we've built a big team underneath. Okay. But you keep doing what you're doing, mate, on your front end. Okay. You're obviously doing a fantastic job, and I'd love to see you be the first founder to 1,000 personal founders.
Thank you.
Thank you, and especially having you in our team as well. And Victor being part of the UK and Ireland leadership team as well. It means so much to us, I think, as a group here in UK and Ireland, to have the first person to be 1,000 founders in OnPassive. For our country here, it would mean a massive thing. I don't know if the rest of the founders here feel the same, but I certainly would do.
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, like you're just saying, you're helping people. You're showing them the way, and some people, they get involved and they're not sure about what we're involved in. It takes a bit of time for them to actually educate themselves about this business. Yeah. And you're showing them, you're sharing the business, and you're showing them what it's about. It does take time for people to understand it, but if they're a founder, they're in the right position, they're in the right business, and obviously over a period of time, when they start to educate themselves about the business, they start to build the business themselves anyway. So you're doing a fantastic job.
They'll have the light bulb moment.
Well, that's great.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Red.
Cheers, Chris. And you, mate, too. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations, Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, is anybody else for any more questions? We've got time for one more, and we'll wrap it up.
I'll leave it for another time.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's it then. I'll Merv. Merv, do you want to say something? No.
I'll probably leave it for another time.
Okay, Merv, you sure, mate? You can say it now if you want to.
Say it now. We've got time. We've got time. Go for it.
I'll say, basically, I must say I'm very, very on script at the moment. I wasn't expecting this at all, Red.
No worries.
I've seen you online, can't I say a couple of times before now, before I actually joined the webinar. I joined back in March 2019. It actually took me a month before I literally signed up, because I was losing a couple of sleepless nights thinking about this thing. I saw a presentation, and by the late Mr. Nelson there.
Yeah.
And I just could not stop thinking about it for a few nights. And
You have to excuse me. No, that
No,
is.
no worries. Almost as popular as
I'll
Chris.
call you back. I'll call you back. Yeah, that's an old ex-Navy mate from Ghana, ringing from Ghana.
Ah, lovely.
Right, and I kept thinking about this thing, and I'm thinking, is this for real? And thinking, if this thing happens, this is a quarter, it's just a quarter of what it says. This is a winner, a massive winner. And I said, I thought a bit more about it. And I'm thinking, well, look at all these other programs and companies gone into, and they folded, lost money on them. Anyhow, long story short, I had this email from Marty O'Connell, by the way, and I thought about it, and then in the end, I thought, got to go for it. So I sort of came on board then, and still took me a couple more months before deciding to start getting people interested in recruiting people. And my problem I'm having is a lot of them are looking at me and thinking, well, it's too good to be true, and oh, you've been in previous businesses, and they've not come up, they've folded, and of course now. I'll just switch it off. So because of that, I've been sort of having a few problems recruiting people, and but I think I'll slowly now I'll start recruiting a few more, or getting a few more people engaged. And I say, I always have a little look at the leaderboard there. And nice to see Chris there still leading it, and congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, Merv, the good news is, Merv, you're in mine and Peter's team as well. So any help you want, dude, just reach out to us and we'll help you along with all the other people. This is the whole reason we've set up the UK and Ireland team, is so that we can all work together to help each other at the end of the day. So we've got some exciting things coming for everybody who's in the UK and Ireland, as far as OnPassive is concerned, to help you guys to be able to promote this fantastic company in the future. So just keep plugged in like you are, Merv. And,
I was going to call you soon anyway, in the next couple of days.
Yeah, do it, mate. No worries.
Okay,
yeah, I'm always available. Message me first, mate, and then we'll set up a call.
Okay.
Well done, Merv. That's great. Thank you. So we'll finish there. It was a great presentation. Thanks for everybody attending. Thanks for all the questions and all the leaders that obviously spoke. For the new people that's obviously here, it's in the presentation. Obviously, you can't judge the business on what you've heard tonight. It's such a big business, and what I would suggest you do is, get back to the person who's invited you to the webinar, and they will obviously give you more information. We've obviously got Facebook groups as well, Passive Nation UK. We've got OnPassive Nation as well. If you're in those groups, if you're not in those groups, try and get a link to those groups, and we'll obviously invite you in. You can either contact myself or Red or any of the leaders here, UK leaders, and they'll invite you in to the groups. Lots of information there, videos available as well. And if you go on YouTube, go onto OnPassive Nation's YouTube channel, lots of videos there. There's GoFounders and OnPassive channel as well. Lots of information on there, on that channel as well. So we're going to finish there. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again the same time next week. And we'll see you again. Thank you all.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks very much for everyone who's taken the plunge to say something today. It's been fantastic to hear from you all.
Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation too.
Thank you, Lewis.
Bye all.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Cheers, guys. See you on the next one.
Bye. See ya. Bye.